Hi everyone, Kate here with my June TBR, and I am looking forward to telling you about the books that I will be reading or are there either partially reading, and the first one that I will most definitely just be partially reading is The Faerie Queen. I am starting my read through of Edmund Spenser's The Faerie Queen, and I am absolutely terrified. I'm shaking in my boots. I don't know how this is going to go now that now that I'm so close to it. I think, ooh, I don't know. But I will have had a solid, half a month off after finishing The Ring and the Book by Robert Browning. So that's kind of, my brain can rest from that kind of storytelling. I'll just be reading one book of this, and that amounts to around 200 pages. So hopefully my plan is just early morning. When I first wake up, I always like to do some reading before the boys are awake. And this, when my brain is freshest, this will be my first reading of the day. Hopefully it goes well. So send good vibes. Then I am really excited to do a reread of A Town Like Alice, and I am reading this with a group of people. And if you would like to join our Voxer group, this is the story of Jean and it's a really harrowing book. So it is not for the lighthearted, about her experience in Malaysia during World War II and being a prisoner of war. And sadly, it is based on true events of a group of women that were prisoners of war and ended up just walking hundreds of miles. They were told to go, we don't have room for you at this camp. You need to walk to this camp. They'll have room for you there. So they walk, 60 some miles to get to another one. And they say, we don't have room for you here. You need to walk to this one. And it just carried on and on. So really harrowing stuff. And it just has in there, though, encased in that, human dignity and hope and people doing good things even when it's hard. And so it's really this beautiful marriage of those two things. Just a really special book. Very excited to reread it and reread it with some friends. So let me know if you would like to join. And then another book that I will be discussing with friends is the June pick for the Kindred Spirits book club, Enchanted by Gail, Carson, Levine. And I have to hug this book whenever I think about it. This is a Cinderella retelling about Ella of Frel. And when she is born in the land that she lives, it is always typical for a fairy to give a gift to the baby. And so Lucinda, who doesn't always give the best gifts, gives her the gift of obedience, which you think that seems nice, but that means that whatever someone tells her to do, even something that will put her life in danger, she has to do. And if she doesn't do it, her body is filled with immense physical pain until she does what she has been told to do. So it's all about her journey of self-discovery. And I love, it's divided into kind of three types of plots. One where she's at home, then two when she's at boarding school, and three when she goes off on a quest of sorts. And I just love books that are kind of divided up into different parts, different like styles of pacing and settings. So you feel like you get to see your character in new lights and get to know them even better. And it's full of just meaningful themes. And I think some people write it off based on the cover, thinking it would just be completely frivolous. And it's an excellent book and so well written. I can't rave about Ella Enchanted enough. So very excited to be reading this and talking about it with friends. And then the next one is an ebook, and this is for my Patreon book club. Every other month, we discuss a different Victorian novel, and this is one that I have a poll where I put two books that I have selected, and then I have a Patron of the Month drawing that I do, where I send someone a different gently used book, and they get to nominate a book for the poll. Well, my friend Chelsea over at the channel Voyage of a Time Wanderer won the poll, and we will be reading some Canadian 19th century literature, and it is called A Canadian Heroine. And I am about, maybe 25% of the way through as I'm filming this on May the 19th, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. I love her writing style. It's Mrs. Henry Coghill, so I don't know her actual first name. I should look that up. But I am very intrigued. There's so many Victorian tropes. It is set in Canada, so the setting feels different, but the tropes of kind of a secret from the past and respectability, those are all there. So I'm really enjoying it. It is longer though, so I need to continue to make my way through it and make sure I'm ready for the discussion later on in the month of June. And then one that was recommended by Faith over at Faith and Books is Precious Bane by Mary Webb. And I'm kind of going into this blind. I don't know much about it except that I read the first few pages and I thought, good grief, this writing is so beautiful. I was going to read it on my phone, and then once I started reading, I just thought I would love to hold the physical book of this in my hand. So I was very excited the library had it. And it's just, I think it's a modern classic. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, 1924. I was thinking it was written in maybe the 60s. So 1924 is when it was written. It is set in Shropshire at the time of the Napoleonic Wars. I am really excited. And then also, what's really cool about this edition is it's filled with woodblock art. I think at the beginning of each chapter. So I will report back if I do read Precious Bane. I really hope I get to it before it expires. My checkout expires. And then the next one, I will still be making my way through Green Dolphin Street. I don't even think I will finish this in June. I'm just kind of reading a chapter when I feel like it. And if I finish by the end of August of the summer, I will be happy with that. I just want to spend leisurely time with this book because it is just so, it's a lot to take in as I'm reading it. I feel just kind of like, whoa, this is a lot, but very, very much enjoying it. It's just very, very rich. I can tell just because I've been reading a lot of kind of genre fiction, and particularly the mysteries, the more modern mysteries that I read. It's just, I can fly through those and I have a blast reading through them that way. But this, I'm like, whoa, this is different. This is a different kind of reading experience. And then the next book that I will start on, and it was on my summer TBR, is Beatrix Potter, A Life in Nature by Linda Lear. I'm very excited about this. I hope I get on with the writing style. Beatrix Potter is one of those people that the more I learn about her, the more I'm like, I adore you. I adore you so much. I'm really looking forward to learning more about her, and I think I'll be double dipping with the physical book, and then maybe if I'm driving in the car and need something to listen to, I'll listen to it then. I'm not sure. We will just have to see. And then next is, I will start the Lunar Chronicles. Don't know yet if I'll be doing the physical or audio. It would be quicker for me to read it physically, but I remember really enjoying the audiobooks. So the first is Cinder, which is the Cinderella retelling. Although it's not one of my favorite Cinderella retellings in the series. I remember I really enjoyed books 3 and 4. So I'll be curious how much I enjoy books 1 and 2 of the Lunar Chronicles. And then if I can make time for it, I would love to have this year do a reread of the All Creatures Great and Small series by James Herriot. It was the May Kindred Spirits Book Club pick, the first one was. So I would love to pick up then with the second one, All Things Bright and Beautiful. I have read this one before and I really enjoyed this one as well. So I will let you know if I do get to this. If I don't get to it in June, please, 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 I really hope I get to it in July. This is a series that is so worth a reread. And then lastly, it's finally happening, everyone. The wedding that me and Kate from the Novel Nomad have been waiting for so long. We will be reading the 12th Her Royal Spyness mystery, which is called 4 Funerals and Maybe a Wedding. So I think Georgie is finally going to tie the knot. This is very exciting. We have been waiting for this moment for many, many books, and it's just going to be a fun time. I just know it. So I'm sure there's going to be lots of hiccups before they actually get to the wedding, and there's going to be family drama. It's just going to be wonderful. So if you have enjoyed at points Jeeves and Wooster, and you also enjoy a good lighthearted cozy mystery, I think this might be worth a try. Don't think Dorothy Sayers. Just think fun, lighthearted, fluffy, cozy mystery, and you can go in enjoying it. Yes. So those are my reading plans for June. Please let me know your #1 book that you're hoping to read in the month of June. And thank you, as always, for watching. I really appreciate each and every comment that people that you do leave on videos. I love chatting back and forth, and I hope that we all have a wonderful summer of reading. And in the midst of all the other things that you are enjoying, yeah, I just hope you find whatever books bring you joy this summer. And I will be back with another video soon. Bye.